Hey!
You know how we played Kingdoms of Amalur?
Yeah.
And how you totally loved it?
Well, I liked it.
Yeah, well, I've spoken to the fan group and I've got you a place on the Kingdoms of Amalur LARPing Away Week.
Wait, week?
Yeah. Don't worry, I've got it all sorted out, got the time off booked for you, the others are fine with it, and it's next week.
But I'm on holiday with my family next week.
Oh, no, that's the best thing about it. I've already cancelled that all for you, so you're totally free to come with me. Now, I've already got your outfit. You're going to be dressed like this. It's going to be great. Now, I've got some quick questions for you before we go. First off is, would you like to play as a Fae or a Mortal? Actually, no, that's a really stupid question because I'm the only other person going on this and I'm a Fae, so you're going to have to be Mortal.
Let me just go pack a bag.
Okay.
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
So, back from the LARPing weekend.
Yes.
What was your favourite bit? I liked the fated one, campfire cookout.
The fateless one. That's all, we're not fated.
Whoops.
That's the point.
Why?
You're not concentrating me.
All right, back to the routine.
Oh no!
Until you get it right.
Weren't you listening at orientation?
Well, what have you been paying attention to then this week?
Well, while we were at the LARPing retreat, in my mind's eye, I was watching Castlevania on Netflix.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Netflix made a Castlevania, which is a game normally, but now it's not a game, it's a Netflix.
Anime.
It's an anime on television. And I watched all of it. It didn't take me very long to watch.
Yeah, that's
because
good,
the first thing you need to know about the Castlevania Netflix series is that it is so short. So short. It's unbelievably short. There are 4 episodes. They're about, I guess, 20 minutes, half an hour each. And that's it. Sort of 80-ish minutes, less than a full-length feature film, and it's just,
Yeah.
poof. It is super, super short. But it is quite sweet. It's written by Warren Ellis, who is a British comic book writer. He wrote Transmetropolitan, which is one of my favourite comic book series ever.
I'm totally up to speed with all
With
these comics.
Transmetropolitan. That one's worth looking up if you haven't seen it. It's pretty cool. It's about a bald journalist. But wait, come back. It's got that sort of pithy writing in it, and that's probably actually my favourite thing about it. Is there are some good.
Sure, the writing's fine actually.
No. Oh, I. He definitely has form in this area, and the writing definitely works. There's some really snappy bits of dialogue in it. The Castlevania games have they're not particularly about the story. There is one, but it's there was a Dracula. What if you killed him? In a bit. What I really like about the TV show is that it opens. I'll talk in a spoiler-free way about this as far as I can, by the way.
Because I've not seen it.
Yeah, straight off the bat, it really, really goes out of its way to sort of humanize Dracula and make him, even though he is Dracula, the vampire who is evil and enjoys Dracula things like dominion over parts of Europe and drinking loads and loads and loads of blood. All those things are true, but it does go out of its way to sort of make him sympathetic right from the off.
Right.
So, and then proceeds to tell the story of the people who are opposing him in his evil, war against every
Humans.
Yeah, basically. So you sort of right from the beginning of it, you are kind of feeling a little bit of sympathy towards both sides, which I think is really cool. It's really, really beautifully animated. It's nicely written. It's extremely violent. There is some very, very unpleasant stuff in there. That would be my only caveat. But it's really nicely animated. It's quite nicely written. The only real problem, as I said, is that there's hardly any of it. It just sort of poof. And so more. They've renewed it for an 8-episode series, which I think that's still going to feel quite short. But at least I know that there is going to be more. So that's exciting. So anyway, that's what I did for about just over an hour over the weekend. What have you been doing?
I've been playing Dishonored.
Ellen, there are all the games.
Not
out.
Dishonored 2.
There's so many.
Not
Have you finished
Prey,
Dishonored 2?
No. I'm on the final level.
You're on the final level of Dishonored 2, and you played Dishonored 1. Did you do it by accident?
No, I had to play Dishonored 1 for some capture. Whilst I have a previous save on my 360, I needed to get some capture of when you're in the Hound Pits pub.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any save points there, and you can replay missions, but that's only in the mission areas. You can't really go back to the Hound Pits pub.
So you quickly popped in, got the capture, and then finished Dishonored 2. Is that what happened?
No.
It's not what
I
happened.
just kept playing Dishonored.
We just kept playing Dishonored.
Because it's the definitive edition, Luke. The thing is, I'm working
What?
towards... I've not played any of the DLC for Dishonored. Definitive edition has that all bundled in. So I'm playing through so that then I can play like the Brigmore Witches and all that.
So you're
sort of
finishing
stuff.
it
Yeah.
again.
Because
So-
it also, the DLC has some stuff to do with Delilah from Dishonored 2. So I want to get a bit more background on her.
You know what
before I
has loads of
completely
background on Delilah from Dishonored
alright,
2?
Alright, I didn't ask for this again. Stop attacking me.
You did You played Dishonored. No, it's fine. So, you're right. You should play whatever you like.
Thank you. But I really should finish Prey and Dishonored 2 as well, because Arcane worked very hard on those as well. But it just
Their own fault for making such a good Dishonored.
It just cements my love for the type of games that they play.
You know what's interesting is how, like, no one thinks twice about watching a film that they've seen like 100 times before.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have we seen, I don't know, Jurassic Park or Back to the Future or, you know, Terminator or whatever. Like, films that you watch again and again and again, and like, there's no upper limit on the number of times you can watch them.
Yeah.
How many times have I seen Die Hard? Like, I don't know, like dozens it must be. But, like, it's weird that that's not such an accepted thing to do with games. Do you know what I mean?
I think
because
it
when you're
is-
saying like I'm replaying a game, I'm like, there's part of me that's been like, that's a little odd. Like I've replayed games before, but really not many. Now I can't think which ones.
I think just because of the length of games. So like average game say is like 20 to 30 hours. That is the same as watching Die Hard
Castlevania
a dozen times.
1,000 times.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's just that time constraint. So you think,
Yeah,
oh, how do you
yeah.
have the time to play it again? But Arcane build their games very much in like, it's player choice, but it kind of is like, you want to play it again, you want to try something else. So like the way I'm playing it, I can't use the rat swarm attack, like summon rat swarms to attack people because I'm trying to not kill people. So what I probably will do again is do another very quick playthrough. Where
Just a real quick one, just to get me through the
thing
week.
is, stealth takes a little bit longer because you kind of have to remember and plan, and if you get spotted, you have to reload
Yeah.
previous save.
Takes ages.
I've also been playing it. When I first played it, I was just, a regular person playing a game. But now, as someone who makes videos about this stuff, I've been looking at it in a different way. Like, oh, that'd
Now
be
it's
good in a
work for
video.
you.
That'd be good in a video. No, but it's like
It's completely ceased to be enjoyable.
No.
It's more of a grind. Sorry, I know that's not what you mean.
It's really
Yeah.
nice, like finding little funny things that you can, I'll be able to write about that in a few weeks on a list. That's given me a list idea.
Oh, that's
so
good.
it's been quite nice, and I'm just like, here, how many excuses can I make to put Dishonored in every single video? 'Cause I bloody love this series.
Okay, well, great to revisit Dishonored. Something
Yeah.
else that's being revisited is Minecraft Story Mode, and that's because Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 is out now.
Ooh.
Ellen, are you ready to answer some questions on exactly that thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell ya, I am just the luckiest. Yeah? I can't believe I'm walking out of the order hall with the order. And living in the coolest town in the whole world. Beacon Town.
Minecraft Story Mode returned this week, ushering in another exciting season of Telltale's signature choose-your-own-adventure style of gaming, but once more translated into the blocky world of Minecraft. Ellen, Minecraft Story Mode weaves a gripping narrative, full of difficult choices. But of course, the game it's based on features no story whatsoever, only an open sandbox in which to muck about. So Ellen, tell me, what non-story series would you like to see Telltale adapt next? They've done The Walking Dead, we've done Game of Thrones,
So like,
but it's got to be a non-narrative game.
Okay, and then you just named 2 TV series.
Yeah, I'm just saying other things that Telltale have done.
Right.
I thought you could handle it. I was
think.
wrong.
Immediately spring to mind, Red Dead Redemption.
That already has a story.
Oh, so like a non-narrative. Oh.
What about Rocket League? You can have like all the different rival cars. It'd be like a really good sports movie.
Yeah,
Talking cars.
it would be like a bit like Pixar's Cars, but with more flips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
that'd be pretty
Cars
good.
is already a film.
Yeah, look, it was a solid suggestion, I thought.
Another possibility, I know there's like a lot of lore and story behind it already, but I like to make it more explicit, would be Overwatch. Basically, like whenever you want to find out what is actually happening and what caused all these people to have all these fights all the time is it's just like, here's this beautifully animated short film, or here's some text on the website that briefly explains their backstory.
But if you could combine those things,
yeah,
it would be good because there would be all
really
those like high-flying, exciting cutscenes and stuff, and little cinematics.
Yeah.
Well, Overwatch is a really excellent choice. The correct answer was Tetris, but solid effort nonetheless.
That would be
Next
like
question.
the Emoji Movie.
Yeah.
My favourite
But
movie.
with fewer characters. And they'd all be different, but they have to learn to fit in. Really, really writes itself, so get on it, Telltale. Ellen, as well as the story mode series, Minecraft has spawned countless platform ports, mods, books, toys, YouTube channels, a convention, and even Lego. The popularity of the game is stratospheric, and there's no sign of it waning anytime soon. Who could have guessed that it would be such a hit? That's rhetorical, but Ellen, using advanced technologies, I have erased Andy's memories of everything that happened after April 2009 when the first primitive version of Minecraft was released.
Right.
Andy with wiped memory, come in here. Ellen, can you convince wiped memory Andy? Here he is.
Who are you people?
He's
Where am I?
confused. The
What?
effects of the surgery are
When-
still wearing off.
When did they invent ceilings?
Before 2009.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Ellen, explain Minecraft's appeal to him.
Okay, so you know Lego,
Yes.
and you know how much fun it is.
Before 2009.
Yeah, how much fun it is to like build things out of bricks
Yeah.
and create fantastic new constructions.
Yeah, I just really like the physical act of like pushing the blocks together and building something.
So
Really getting your hands
tactile.
on it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. I love the tactile nature of Lego.
Yeah,
That's
but
my favourite thing about it.
there's also like risks come with that. You know, things break, and we all know. Don't laugh.
You're taking your life in your hands.
No, we don't laugh because everyone knows the most painful thing in the world is to step on a Lego.
That is,
Oh, yeah.
that is true.
That's true,
Alright.
even in pre-2009 world.
Yeah. Also, Lego is expensive, technically, for what you're actually paying. So imagine if you could make stuff that you make in Lego,
Okay.
but you can create infinitely, well, very huge things. You can have infinite number of bricks that you need
Right.
to build whatever you want.
Okay.
And
So I can make all my favourite licensed characters Lego sets, like my big Pirates of the Caribbean ship, my Ghostbusters firehouse.
well, you can make
Disney
like an
castle.
Homage to that
I'm like, ah,
by using dirt blocks
But using mounds of filth.
and dyed wool.
Lots of dyed wool.
Lots
It's a
of
big
dyed
wall
wool.
castle. Okay.
That'd be lovely.
You've got that. There's the creative side, and then also there's the option of you can just be dropped in the world, and you have to learn how to survive.
Right.
And you have to learn how to use the world around you to build the things that you need.
Wool around you.
Yeah. You have to learn how to craft things, to make like a home to live in, railways, and all that sort of stuff.
Can I walk out of my front door, dig a hole directly to the centre of the earth, and then jump down it?
Yes.
Sold. There you go.
Wow.
Nice.
So it turns out the actual appeal of Minecraft, when you get down to it, is digging a hole to the centre of the earth.
The one thing that you really shouldn't don't dig straight down in Minecraft. Never dig straight down. There's lava.
I thought it was going to
Lava.
be doing the hoppy jumpy, placing a block underneath you until you go as high as you can.
nerd pole it.
Okay, Ellen.
Yes.
You've survived the first two questions, but now,
Survived.
but now in the spirit of Minecraft story mode, can you survive Luke's Minecraft story mode unlicensed spin-off narrative of wonderment? Should have come up with a name before literally just then. You have 3 lives
Right.
and 3 magnifying glasses, which you may use to inspect a situation. Returning home from the studio one day,
All right.
the word picture is being painted. You are surprised to find a mysterious glowing cube on your doorstep. Do you 1. Pick up the cube and bite it? 2. Do nothing and go about your business? 3. Inspect the cube.
Inspect the cube.
You lean in and examine the cube with your magnifying glass. You see it is a golden colour and emits a faint humming sound. There are what look like faint indentations on one side. In a fit of clumsiness, you drop your magnifying glass on the floor and it breaks. What would you like to do now?
So my options are to leave it alone or bite it. I thought I would have learned more properly about it.
You did learn more about
I thought
it.
it would open up more options.
You learn it hums. It's got small indentations. I don't see what's so tricky about this.
Colour.
Golden colour? Option.
Sod it.
option-
Sod it. Or
option-
bite it. What a waste of a
Option 2 is do nothing and go about your business. You don't have to do anything with it.
I'm gonna bite it.
All right. You pick up the cube and bite down hard. Lights flash around you, and suddenly you're transported into a tunnel of time itself, flying through space and the very fabric of the universe. This is freaky deaky, you say, but of course, nobody hears. Around you... It's your famous catchphrase. She says it all the time. Around you, things start to pixelate, and you lose consciousness. You awake in a green space, in a clearing surrounded by cube trees. Looking down at your feet, you find a blocky sword and a blocky bag with 2 inventory slots, one of which is occupied by a flint and steel, the other contains a cooked chicken. Suddenly you hear a rustling coming from the bushes. Do you, 1, throw your sword in the direction of the sound, 2, climb inside the bag and hide, or 3, inspect the situation?
I think inspect the situation. I'm not going to throw my sword away. If you throw something in Minecraft, it just goes as well. So
don't forget, this isn't Minecraft. It's unlicensed. Okay, you've chosen inspect. You pull out your magnifying glass and look towards the bush. You think you see a flash of pink. Leaning in closer, the sun shines through the magnifying glass and sets fire to the bag, destroying it and the contents. In surprise, you... I'm picking strands of truth from the narrative universe here, Alan.
The flint and steel better still be okay after that fire.
I mean, that's more flammable than anything.
No, it creates fire.
Well,
it's not flammable.
Destroying it and the contents.
It creates sparks.
Sparks were created and they set fire to everything. Okay, I will let you keep the flint and steel.
Thank you.
However, with no bag, you have no inventory, so...
Put it in my pocket.
You have no pocket. The pocket's burned off in the fire. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the sun shines through the magnifying glass and sets fire to the bag, destroying it and the contents. In surprise, you drop the magnifying glass in the long grass and can't find it again. You have 1 magnifying glass left.
I'm long-sighted. Why am I using a magnifying glass to look at the
To inspect the situation. Sensing a lot of resistance to my narrative of wonderment. So you're in the clearing.
Yeah.
All your things have burned, except the sword. Out the sword, so well done. You have 1 magnifying glass left. Your options again are throw your sword in the direction of the sound, climb inside the bag and hide.
The bag's burnt.
Oh yeah. Climb inside the remains of the bag.
I will throw my sword. It's probably a pig by the sound of it being pink.
Actually, I'm going to give you that one over again because that feels mean. Okay, all right. Okay, you've inspected it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now? No choices. What do you want to do now? I'm giving you free choice.
What? What's my free choice?
You can do whatever you want. What do you want to do?
Anything.
Anything.
Oh, I don't like this free.
All right. See, when we stray from the narrative of wonderment.
I'd like to go over to the clearing.
Okay, cool. I've lost my place. There it is. You go over to the clearing. A small cube pig with blocky little trotters and a little cube snout walks out of the bushes and approaches you.
Yay!
You're more on board with this now, aren't you? Hello, squeaks the little pig. My name is Piglington Cubesworth. This land is in the grip of dark magic.
I'm not used to the pigs talking.
You came from the sky with hair of green, just as the prophecy foretold. Says.
Blue at the moment.
Okay, well, Piglington tilts his head in a confused way, for pigs do not have great colour perception. Now our lives will be peace and our bellies full. Piglington points with his snout to a hole in the ground leading down into the darkness. Will you follow me beneath the surface to fulfill your destiny?
No, he's gonna eat me.
Do you? 1.
I don't want to get eaten from things.
Follow Piglington into the tunnel.
I'm not going in the tunnel.
2. Ask Piglington a follow-up question.
A follow-up question, please.
You ask Piglington some follow-up questions. There's no time, he urges, looking around nervously at the quiet clearing. Do you 1, follow Piglington into the tunnel, or 2, inspect the area? You have 1 magnifying glass left.
I'd like to inspect the area.
You draw your magnifying glass, and now that you look closer, see the trees aren't trees at all, but wolves in ghillie suits. You follow Piglington into the tunnel and lose your magnifying glass in the rush. You have no more magnifying glasses. The tunnel opens out into a dark cave. It smells faintly of damp, but also there's a tang of something meaty on the air. A drip drip echoes quietly somewhere in the cave. You blindly reach out with both hands.
No.
Your left hand settles on something soft and cottony, while your right hand grips something cold and metallic. Which do you investigate? You can do this, Ellen. You're doing real good.
Okay. The cotton. No, the metallic. What the hell's not a good face? Metallic.
You investigate the cold metallic substance. It's an iron band around a wall-mounted torch. If you still have the flint and steel, which you do.
Yeah.
You light the torch and look around. You see that the room is full of pixelated cobwebs. How disgusting. It's okay. You shriek, which panics Piglington. Piglington sprints headlong into a massive cobweb and becomes stuck. As he wriggles helplessly, from the shadows you hear a stirring. You are right by the path that leads onwards out of the cobwebs. Do you, 1, wade into the webs and use your sword to cut Piglington free, or 2, cheese it, Piglington had his chance?
I'll say Piglington.
Okay.
No, I won't. I don't like it when you're like, okay, cool.
There's no wrong answers.
There's no.
Except for this one and this one and this one. And that one's a very wrong answer.
Cut him free. I'll cut him free.
You bravely fight to free Piglington, but then he says, "Don't even worry about it," and bites through the cobwebs, gnashing with extremely sharp teeth that you didn't notice before. Free in moments, Piglington flashes you a toothy grin and laughs. Ha 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 ha! Follow me, he says. Soon we'll really be cooking. Piglington will remember that you tried to help. You run down a tunnel that opens into a wider cavern, the road ahead blocked by a deep gulch with a river of bubbling, pixelated, blocky lava far below. The room is intensely hot. A dizzying heat haze swims in front of you. Are you there in your mind? There you are. You drop to the floor with exhaustion. There we go. Gosh, I'm going to have to bring you back into the room like a hypnotist at the end of this. Piglington nudges you with his snout and says, "Get up, Ellen. We're nearly at the place of my people, and later on we will let you rest for 1 or 2 hours before the feast begins. Do you, 1?
Let you rest? Let you rest? That's a cooking term. You let them eat rest?
Do you, 1, respond to the motivation, get up and attempt to jump across the lava? 2, inspect the room. Oh no, wait, you can't.
Oh no. I have to jump. Damn it.
Responding to Piglington's motivation, you jump, but slip. Gripping the edge of the rock, you feel your grip loosening. This is it, you realise, the end of your adventure. But then, Piglington leaps across behind you, grabs onto your shoes, runs up your back, onto solid ground, and pulls you to safety with a mighty heave from his surprisingly powerful jaws. You stand up, relieved. Piglington licks his lips with delight and jumps around in a little circle. "We're so close now, I can almost taste it," he says. You walk onwards. Piglington trotting by your side. You walk for hours through the subterranean landscape, chatting amiably. You tell Piglington all about your hometown and life in the non-cube world. Piglington gabs on about his favourite seasonings and the most delicious marinades. Eventually, you come to a large cubey atrium cut into the stone, a cathedral-sized space of grey blocks cut into the ground. Several floors of balconies encircle the space, the edges of which are filled with rows upon rows of blocky pigs, just like Piglington, who watch in awed anticipation. Can you feel the hush in the room? In the middle of the room stands a large iron cauldron. "Here we are," cries Piglington. "My people are hungry for a hero. Step forward and claim your destiny." Do you, 1, step forward and claim your destiny? 2, is there something you want to discuss with Piglington?
There is something I want to discuss.
What would you like to ask Piglington?
I'd like to ask him, is he going to eat me?
Piglington looks shocked. "My people eat berries and mushrooms. How could you mistrust us this way? We hoped you would be the one to end the darkness, beginning with a sip from the ceremonial lentil soup. But I suppose my hopes were misguided. I will show you the way out."
No.
This is game. This is.
Can I please explain to him?
This is game over unless you try to make things right with Piglington. Do you want to try and make things right with Piglington?
Yeah.
Then you must.
Oh God, I've got these right.
You must find the Dragonite of peacefulness and not the Zubat of mistrust. It's all come down to this. It's quite exciting. Okay, Ellen. Can you find... I want you to win! I want you to make things right with that trusting pig!
I'm trying to read your face and it's not happening.
Do it.
James!
Sorry, I couldn't have...
Right, that one.
Have a look at it. It's the Dragonite of making things right! Hooray! The pigs cheer, you become their hero. You take a sip of the lentil soup and feel filled with vitality. You live among the pigs as a queen and eventually defeat the darkness. You win. Yay! Well done, Ellen. You did it.
Yeah.
Telltale, call me.
I was so worried.
I was worried. People at home were worried. They thought your mistrust was going to do maul the pigs, who, to be fair, need to think more carefully about
how they talk to strangers.
And now let's calm things down. Let's give Ellen a minute. And then, in about an hour or so, when things have calmed down, we'll see what you guys have been saying in the comments.
Oink.
Last week, Ellen showed us some of the fun things you can get up to in Hope County if you're a highly trained police officer, and took a particular shine to Far Cry 5's dog, Boomer.
One friend we haven't mentioned yet is of the four-legged variety and is a very good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
It seems like you weren't the only one who fell in love with our four-legged friend. Hello there said, the only reason people are going to buy the game is because of the cute little dog that I want to hug so tightly. Yeah, but MattWang1 pointed out that not everyone will want to do that. And is a very good boy. Somehow, I doubt the cultists share your viewpoint.
Freedom isn't free. Sometimes you have to set a dog on people.
Wait, what?
Elsewhere on the channel, we caught up with our feline Skyrim hero, Kippers, trying out some mods to put him in the Star Wars universe.
Try and force pull
Yeah,
this
probably
person.
don't think I can reach.
Come on.
Okay, so let's test the range of this spell, shall we?
Yeah.
You the power!
Andy MCP thinks that Kippers is really getting into the Star Wars spirit. Kippers hates sand.
It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere, just like bad Star Wars lines that you can't help but quote, ironically.
True. However, Nicholas Cross pointed out, but he does like a good sandbox, ironically. Get it? Get it, Luke? Sandbox? Because Skyrim is a sandbox game?
I figured he was talking about, like, kitty litter.
He's got to lower the tone. Finally, in Show of the Weekend, Luke went on a little bit too much about his love of boats.
Do you have a favourite vessel?
Do I have a favourite vessel, James? I'm glad I fed you those questions to ask earlier. There's the HMS Victory, which is Nelson's flagship. I've been round the USS Constitution. Old Ironsides. That's a very, very interesting ship at a very interesting time.
You done now? Yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, find out if I'm done. Some people noticed your rudeness at my love of boats, Ellen, including Michael Cartwright, who said, Ellen is so bored with Luke's ship talk, she'd rather read an empty notebook than listen to him. Also, can we have an entire episode of Luke's ship talk?
Please no.
But the people are calling out for my expertise, Ellen.
Expertise? I'm sorry, but commenter K Stormgeist Gem noticed a pretty massive error in your nerding out. So, Luke's ship fanboying is equal to Mike's automobile fanboying. By the way, it's not a boat, it's a ship. A boat you row, a ship you sail. So says the Navy brat. Beyond that, Luke's adorbs. Again, so says the Navy brat with a collection of ship blueprints on the wall. See?
Ah, yes, that's true. Well, interestingly, I think it's a ship if it goes to sea, while a boat is what you would call a smaller craft that is on a ship. So, for example, a lifeboat. Interestingly, submarines, I believe, are always called boats, which is a little confusing, and I think you'll agree, rather humorous. Where'd Ellen go? She must have gone to fetch my atlases so that we can settle this once and for all.
Luke, do you really think that's a good idea? I mean, after last time.
If it looks exactly like that, it's because it is that. It's just it's just the boat fighting, sailing sections from Assassin's Creed, except. Sorry, I just burped.
That's all right. That's what you get for drinking Diet Coke right before filming.
Look, sometimes I just can't hold it in.
What, like you're singing?
Let's get quizzical.
Quizzical.
I wanna get quizzical.
Can you see my questions, Luke? Because if you
No.
can, that
No,
is
no, no.
cheating.
I know I can't see the questions.
Good.
Tell you what, I'll keep my head at this angle. Like there's something on the ceiling that I can't look away from.
Oh my god.
It seems to be growing every week slightly larger. Anyway, on with the quiz.
Yeah.
Can't believe it, calling me a cheat.
I was just making sure.
Anyway, finally, why don't we just enjoy the moment where, Ellen, we finally booted up Kingdoms of Amalur.
But you still had fun though, right?
Yeah, some fun, but tainted it for me.
No!
That was after that, really. I just put a dampener on the whole day. No, of course I enjoyed it. It was good fun. I'm glad we finally did it. This was another fun show of the weekend to do.
Yes.
Would you agree with me, Ellen?
I do
Don't know why I'm doing
think
this
so.
very serious assessment how it went. Hope you enjoyed watching it, guys.
Yes.
There's lots more show of the weekend to watch.
Yes, you should watch them all. And also, if you like our channel, you should subscribe and join the other over 300,000 of you now.
Yep.
What? Thanks.
Yeah,
We
that's
love
amazing.
that.
That is incredible. And on the title card screen, you'll see a subscribe button.
Yes.
It looks a little bit like Piglington, the Minecraft pig, if you sort of squint. And like Piglington, it won't eat you. So thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to take Ellen back into the realms.
Please no.
You've got to finish the adventure.
No. I don't want to get you